just look like a hippo, but that girl got booty. That girl got booty.
Based on the DB10 James Bond movie car, the DB11 has been a very anticipated model. It just went into production back in September of 2016, with first deliveries to UK customers happening in October. The DB11 is a big deal for Aston Martin. It's the first all-new, mass-produced model from Aston in more than 10 years. It's built upon a new, lighter architecture with some Mercedes-AMG DNA, comes with a powerful and all-new 5.2-liter V12 engine, and surely is the beginning of a new era for one of our favorite brands. And it's a powerful era as well. The DB11 and DB11 Volante come with 600 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque on tap and can hit as high as 200 miles per hour. And it does that while looking absolutely beautiful at the same time. With the Volante name, which is Aston Martin's way of saying convertible, being widely used over the last 50 years on models like the V8 Vantage Volante, DB9 Volante, and DBS Volante, to name a few, we knew early on the DB11 would most definitely get its own Volante model. We made a rendering depicting what it might look like early on, and have since seen a few teaser photos from Aston of the prototype sporting a decal that says opening spring 2018. Now, that prototype has been caught during testing in the burly cold of Sweden, which in conjunction with that weird door decal, tells us that the DB11 Volante is right on schedule to make its debut in just a few months. With that said, let's take a look at these new shots, compare it to our rendering a bit, and talk about what we can expect now that we've seen the prototype in action. Around for a little more than a decade, the first generation Aston Martin Vantage is about to be discontinued, with a redesigned, second-gen model underway for 2017. Official details are still under wraps as of June 2016, but mules have been spied on public roads for the Nürburgring track since late 2014. Come 2016 and Aston Martin is testing the next-gen Vantage camouflage as a DB11 prototype, according to our spy photographers, who got up close and personal with the coupe. Recent reports have suggested that the British are already testing the Bitterbow 4.0-liter V8 mill, and our paparazzi claim that the test car is fitted with the new AM-developed power plant. The unit comes as part of a deal Aston Martin and Daimler signed in 2014, which also includes various electronics and likely further drivetrain assistance. The Vantage will also get the new V12 that debuted in the DB11. Now a standalone nameplate, the Vantage moniker goes all the way back to the early 1950s, when Aston Martin introduced it as a performance option for the DB2. The Vantage name was applied in a similar fashion to numerous models, including the DB6, the V8 and, most recently, the DB7. Only one distinct Vantage model was built between 1972 and 1973 before the nameplate returned in 2005 to define the two-seat Grand Tourer we all know today. Initially launched with a 4.3-liter V8, the current Vantage was updated to a 4.7-liter unit and, starting in 2009, it also received a 5.9-liter V12. The nameplate spawned many iterations, including roadsters, and various racing versions ranging from the V8-powered N24 to the V12-powered GT3. It remains to be seen whether the second-gen car will get as many versions, but, until we find out more, let's have a closer look at what we already know about the upcoming coupe.